Hey, what's up team? I hope everyone's doing well. In today's video, we are going to hook up SS86 Optimus Prime with the DK-59 DNA upgrade kit, and we're going to make him look like this. I did want to start with the alt mode. Well, one, there's not a lot going on over here, and two, there was some discussion online about this not fitting properly. I don't know. I did not encounter that at all. I popped it off with ease. I popped it back on. I didn't have any issues with this side panel or anything like that. I mean, if anything, I would say that perhaps that there's a gap over here that it needs to negotiate a little bit better. But beyond that, no issues whatsoever. This tabbing in over here and this tabbing in over here as well. Nothing at all, actually. This back part, this over here is new to the kit, and you do need to remove it and reinstall it, but nonetheless, it does a good job filling that part up. And there are some other aspects of the kit that actually don't get installed, namely these side skirts over here. Visually, like aesthetically, they are nice, and it's cool that it fills out the gaps on the waist, but it does impede the movement, and so I think it is a bit of a downgrade. But overall, it is not a bad kit, and so yeah, let's take a look at this today. Oh, one more thing. I did order that one other upgrade kit, the grilling arm, so to speak. I mean, it rhymes with the word grilling, but you know, it's a different word. And then we're going to do a comparison with MD-005 as well, and we'll kind of see whose dish reigns supreme, or whose cuisine reigns supreme. You guys remember that? Iron Chef? Anyway, let's get on to the video. So check this out. You're not going to believe this. After recording the intro, I went back and I kind of like disassembled everything to prep this section. And dude, I found that the arm actually had the stress marks that folks are talking about. You see that? Whoa, I didn't notice that at all. But you can see it right over here, and there is a smaller one over there. And that's really unfortunate. That is just really, really unfortunate. The first time I did it, I didn't see it, you know? But maybe after subsequently like recording the short and recording the intro and a variety of other things, I don't know, it just manifested, and that's too bad, dude. And so now I get it. Other folks were talking about it, and now I see it. And I mean, not that I was saying that folks were lying or anything like that. I just didn't see it on my thing, but I do now. And so anyway, so that's part of the review. Also, I was going to say, if you order yours from TF Safari and you're fortunate enough to get the pre-order gift, you are going to get this gold blaster version of Megatron, the Scaramanga, if you will. And that looks very, very nice. It's identical, just cast in gold, and fits well enough in their hands. And so, yeah, pretty cool. I'll set that off to the side. Let's go from, let's start with the side skirts, because that's been a point of discussion in several of the videos that I've seen. And some of the stuff you guys mentioned in the shorts comment as well. And so the way the side skirts are supposed to work and what they're supposed to do is just fill out that little gap. And I think it's a cool, it's cool in concept, so to speak, right? But if you undo this, and you basically bring this all down so that you can install the side pieces. It's cool in concept. So let me install this. And I keep making the mistake of installing it on the wrong side. And I think I did it again. At least I'm consistent. Let me just pop that out. But yeah, you just pop the legs down, you just swing them down, and then you just pop these in, and it's a tight fit, and so I'm appreciative of that. That's in there. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting over that cold a little bit. So we get that in there. Then we pretty much close this back up. Why is it not closing up though? Weird. Huh. Can you guys give me a second? Okay, it looks like I had the orientation wrong, so apologies for that. And so once you get it resituated properly, everything will close up. You can close up the back. And aesthetically, I will say it does look nice. It covers that little unsightliness up. Cool, right? At least aesthetically, I would agree that it is. Functionally, though, it gets in the way of stuff. Like, for instance, you push this all the way up. He can't bend his leg up all the way. Here, let me show you, actually. One with and one without. And I'm about to explain to you why that's important. You're like, well, is it really that important? And I'm about to tell you, yes, my friend, it is that important. Because, can you guess why? Can you guess why, friends? All right, so this is the side, right, that has it installed. And this is the extent to which his leg will go up like that. But here's the version without it. You can see that it can go much higher, right? And why is that important? Why? You'll see it coming into shape. You'll see it coming into shape, right? You can see it already. It's the pose. The pose, ye old Optimus pose with his trusty blaster. So he's a bit tricky to get that index finger out, right? Okay, no, actually it came out fine. Ye old pose, the good old pose. The 86 movie borrowed from Mobile Suit Gundam. You can't do this when you have the side skirt plugged in. And maybe that's the whole reason why it's not there to begin with. You know what I mean? Because he wouldn't be able to do this. You could have it on this side and find that looks cool too, but because it compromises this and also just getting the hip up to 90 degrees, I would say this particular piece is a pass for me. I don't really care too much for it. And yeah, I mean, I can appreciate and respect the fact that they try to include a bunch of stuff in here. Like, I get it. They also want to charge you a certain minimum price point and want you to feel that you are getting your money's worth, so to speak. And again, I can appreciate all of that. But this, I think, wasn't properly thought out. I don't think they thought about the pose and about getting the leg to 90 degrees. And so, and also you can't have it on there while you transform because it's going to, impede the space. And so overall, I think that's a miss. I think that's something that we didn't necessarily need. And so be it. So be it. One aspect that I want to show you right now, and it's already installed, are the little side bits next to the matrix chamber. Those are done extremely well. I like the blue, I like the green, they're in metallics, and you can pop them off if you wanted. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can. Once you just kind of remove the matrix, there are some gaps on the side where you can fish in a spudger, and you can pull that all out, but I think that's really, really nice and done very well. It fits snug as a bug in a rug with the tug. Yeah, so that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. What else does he got? What else does he got? He got these thrusters so that you can make the little side swipe backpack, and those will just plug into the empty space over here. I will say, when I got them, they were a little tighter. But since installing them, they've gotten kind of a little bit loose. But to be completely honest with you, I probably won't have him equipped with these, but it is a cool little thing. And probably, again, along with that same philosophy of, hey, if we're going to charge these guys X amount, we probably need to give them a little something extra. And so they provided that. And then we have the backpack piece over here. And now what's going to happen is this little big rectangular kind of tab looking thing will fit into that space right in the center. And then you could thread that in there. And once that's in there, you can close this up. And the hinge is pretty tight. And so even if this doesn't necessarily click onto something at the top, the hinge will kind of keep it in place, and that's not going to fall down. It does make the backpack bigger, but it does kind of provide a flat silhouette over here, this contour, so to speak, and it will be used later on in Ultimate, as you saw at the beginning of the video. But overall, not a bad look. Not the worst, not the best. But these, again, they did get a little bit loose since I first messed with them straight out the box. But even these, I'm going to say that they're a bit extraneous. I can dig this, though. That's cool, man. It does make it a little too big, but I mean, what are we going to do, right? Yeah, I mean, what else were they going to do? Put in gap fillers over here? They could have, but for the purposes of recycling this and using this in alt mode, I think this is a good enough compromise, and so I'm willing to live with that. So we got a couple of more, a couple other pieces over here, and that's going to be the head. And for the Optimus head, some folks were asking, like, how do you get this off? You just pop it off like that. It's a bit of a tight fit, but yeah, you just pop that off. And then you get the new noggin, but here. So the new noggin looks really good. Give me 1 second, okay? Oh, sorry about that, I had to burp. So the new noggin, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. The plastic, yeah, plastic feels good enough, but some of the tips of the ears look a little bit translucent and stuff, and so just be mindful of that. This is not perfectly aligned, and so that bothers me just a tad. But yeah, everything is glued in over here. And I will say, Overall, the head sculpt is good, but I don't like the dark rings around the eyes. I feel, I don't know. Here, where's the original head? The original head obviously has it too, a little bit of recessed darkness, but I feel like it's done better over here. Like here, it almost looks like the, what's the part beneath your eye? Like the top of your cheek, basically. It looks like he's squinting up and almost like smiling, you know what I mean? But anyway, it looks good, but again, I think they could have done a little bit better makeup application on the eyes, but that does look good right there, man. At a distance, you wouldn't really notice that, and that looks dope. I think that looks great. I think MD-005 probably has a better version of this head, but nonetheless, that looks pretty nice. And I think the new version of Prime, the one that's the official Hasbro one, I think he has a new noggin too, right? I think he does. But anyway, last but not least, let's go ahead and install the Megatron arm, and so that we can go on the offensive. And like I said earlier, I did show you that he has some stress marks occurring there, which is unfortunate, and I didn't encounter it before, but lo and behold, here they are now. The arm, you just need to kind of pop off, and it will accordion out, or it's supposed to. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go, there we go. And then from here, you just kind of twist and lift, twist and pop, do the same thing. Spin, twist, then plop and pop that back in the arm. And that looks good. It's unfortunate that he has, what is it, those little stress marks over there. But not bad, not bad, not bad. Has pretty much all the same range of motion, transforms the same way. And yo, what is up at the focus, Daniel-san? Huh. There we go. I locked it in place. Even the hands actually resemble the Optimus fist, but I will say the index finger has a bit of difficulty doing this position. The what is it? The thumb tucked grip, if you will. You got to kind of force it, and that is not my favorite. I don't like forcing things, and that's not my favorite. Yeah. And the way this works is that one, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Well, one, you could have it equipped in his hand if his thumb wasn't in that recess right now. Where's my spudger? That's great. I don't have my spudger with me, but I wonder if I could coax it out. There we go. I was able to coax it out. And so you could have it in his hand like so. That's kind of cool. Makes it look like a uber-duper giant Optimus blaster. You can close his fingers around it like so. And if you didn't want to do that and you wanted it to be wrist mounted, you could remove the little handle piece over there. And then you can get this and you can tab it in like so. And there he goes. He looks really, really nice. Very, very nice. And I heard that this is also LED. There's something in here, and I think there's a piece of metal or something like that back here that's supposed to trigger this. But yeah, I actually see it. Do you see that? There's a shiny piece of metal inside over there. That must be the magnet. That's kind of cool, man. But yeah, I don't have a battery in here or anything like that, so it's not going to turn on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think they could have probably got the price down for this kit if they didn't include some of those extra bits, but I don't know. Maybe they have to hit certain margins, and so they have to, charge a certain price point? I have no idea. Do I think this kit's worth it? Yeah, I do think this kit's worth it, but probably some of the other kits are also worth it as well, like the grilling arm. I'm going to definitely check that one out. I don't like the head that comes with that one. I mean, it doesn't look SS86 enough. It pretty much looks like a derivative of this. But nonetheless, there are going to be some aspects that are good in there. MD-005 is still my favorite because it fixes a bunch of stuff like this whole neck thing getting stuck and a variety of other issues like smoothing out the gaps over here, removing the gaps, filling out the back parts of the legs and things like that. But overall, this is not a bad kit, especially if you're a fan of DNA and if you have your Optimus and you didn't invest in the grilling arm and you don't want to buy the Hasbro one. DNA got you covered with this, right? And if you're going to pick it up, check out tfsafari.com. Check out the codes right over here. Support your boy. I support you. And yeah, and that's it. I will talk to you guys next time. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And yeah, universe bless. Okay, bye.